I just want to welcome you to our Adam Sandler series. It's going down. I recently found out that everybody hates Adam Sandler movies.
Do they? Is that?
I just found out it's a thing. It's like a thing.
Yeah, the audience is turned on our boy Adam.
Is this a Gen Z thing, or is everybody?
It might be.
Turned on?
I don't know. That's what we're here to find out.
My understanding is that he's like a pretty cool guy. Like he's super nice and generous and.
Yeah.
I don't get it where this backlash is. I mean, if you're a nice guy and you have movies from the 90s, you're pretty much just a dick. They just don't like you anymore.
That sucks. I mean, I don't know. It maybe would have helped if he had made better movies, to be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
Well, to be fair.
Hello, you beautiful nerds. I'm Jedi Master Grayson.
And I'm your favorite cousin's favorite cousin, Bill.
And welcome to
Does It Help?
The show where we revisit classic genre films to see if they're as good or as bad as we remember.
We may get drunk while we do it. You filthy, funky bitch, you.
That is true, but we cannot do it alone.
No.
We are joined, as always, by a special guest to help us determine if this film says the
This
test
is a
of
very
time.
special guest.
This is a very special guest, past and future guest. She's the homie, Mariana from the Morbid Zoo YouTube channel. What is going on?
Hey, it's me. I'm here. Kinda. I'm pretty pissed I can't be there in person. You know.
Oh man.
What it is.
Hey, it is what it is. Thanks for hanging out and talking about this crazy movie.
I just remembered you were supposed to be here.
I know.
I feel really stupid for that because we just talked about the fires and yeah, like that's the reason you're not here. It's like Jesus.
Yeah, you've been trotting around, but I appreciate you connecting via the interwebs so we could have this very important discussion.
It's extremely important.
Alex, what are we discussing? This is very fucking important.
Well, we are talking about the 2000s dark fantasy comedy Little Nicky, starring Adam Sandler, Patricia Arquette, Tommy Lister, Reese Ivins, and Reese Witherspoon and Harvey Keitel.
Now, let me tell you something. Dark fantasy movie.
That's what Wikipedia said. I was like,
hold on. It's not that I have a problem with that classification because I know what you're saying. If you read it, it's better. Mm-hmm. Like dark fantasy. But when you hear it, it sounds like a band from the 80s. A metal band, mind you. But yeah. A band. And you got on the metal shirt.
What your source says, dark fantasy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dark fantasy comedy.
Yeah, Alex never writes any of the intros really not for Doesn't Hold Up. He's like, fuck it. Yeah, and I'm always like, I always can tell, like, did you Wikipedia that one? He's like, yes, Wikipedia definitely wrote that one. Because it's always some corny little thing that they put at the end.
DVD movie review. Yeah.
What's the haps? I am David Vincenzo Delluci, aka DVD, and today we're bringing Little Nicky back from the dead. Pun intended. This flick bombed at the box office, but obtained cult status in recent years, oddly enough. But does it hold up is the question. Well, first off, this flick has a plethora of cameos ranging from holy shit to that's pretty shit. Starting with the one and only Fonz, Alabama Whirly, the Prince of Darkness, the girl from Election, Apollo Creed, Happy Gilmore's caddy, the Nepo Friends, Ron Howard's brother, the Bad Lieutenant, David St. Hubbins, Rice whatever the fuck, the racist white dude from Pulp Fiction. Holy shit, we really are gonna die! Not to mention Deuce Bigelow doing another deplorable accent.
You can do it, Nicky! Kick him in his hairy balls!
And of course, the coach from Ladybugs.
The last time you said everything was fine, the Renaissance happened. Last time I saw a pair of jugs that big, two hillbillies were blowing on them.
But that's just the first layer of lasagna. Fuck the tip of the iceberg. How about 1/8 of the cast of Friday? Some SNL alumni adding some gold to this humorless romp.
Showtime.
Oh, are there boobs on my head?
Who gives a shit? Now that was some straight up David Copperfield shit.
Professional athletes attempting to act.
And yes, my hair is aflame.
This sucks.
Indeed it does, Dan. It sucked quite a lot. You were outacted by an English bulldog.
I'm wasted!
You love acting? I love pissing. Say, Mr. Beefy, say it, say it.
I mean, the movie does have some lines that might make you chuckle.
I love hookers will now be the city's catchphrase.
I came for the beer and the bitches.
My name is Nicky, and I'm gonna kill all you suckers for no reason.
Don't forget, you're shoving a pineapple up Hitler's ass at 4 p.m.
But overall, most of them fall quite flat.
I'm no George Clooney. The Deep South.
In addition to jokes without a punchline, they put a guy in a scene who I think just wandered onto the set by accident.
I ain't taking a shot. These people are crazy.
Excuse me.
No Oscars in that guy's future. Luckily, this guy brought his acting A game.
Hey.
And one final side note to this travesty of cinema is that there are lines that aren't bad opinions, they're just straight up lies. Check it.
Oh my God, Chicago kicks ass.
No, they most certainly do not kick ass.
Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome.
Yeah, if you're a fan of diarrhea 2 hours later.
Popeye's chicken is the shiznit.
Not the shiznit. It'll give you the shiznit. And so will this movie. It does not hold up. Meeting adjourned. Thanks for having me. Take it easy.
DVD movie review.
Yeah. Let's talk about like the first time we all saw this film. Mariana, do you remember the first time you saw Little Nicky?
I must have been 12, and I remember pretty distinctly ordering it from Netflix's DVD like delivery service because they were still doing that back then. And it wasn't good. I remember enjoying it, but it's like not a good movie. it's a movie, you know.
It's a movie.
If ever there were a pre 9/11 movie, this is it, I think.
Yeah, you know what? The height of, you know, people being happy that Y2K didn't happen, right? We're all alive.
Yeah, we're all alive, and it's got that very, very distinct flavor of like, I don't know, like early 2000s, like garbage punk, you know?
Oh yeah.
Punk.
Oh well, you know what?
I love,
I'm so glad that you brought that up, but because the first thing I really want to talk about is the soundtracks. But because the soundtrack is exactly what you just described. It's like 90s nostalgia, grunge rock, moving into that Lip Biscuit era of hip hop rock.
It was about to get nasty.
It's about to get because
real
people
real
about
gross.
to do it just for the nookie, and that is when it got real weird. This is also post 1999 Woodstock.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's a weird era.
Strange time.
Yep, we're just coming out of it's okay to vape, people. That's what we're just coming out of. It's okay. Hey, you know what's so bad about vape? You know what's so bad about that? That's just coming out of the slap a girl on the butt era. So
yeah,
at work.
But yeah, now you only do it at like MTV's Spring Break, and then like 6 years after that, it's no longer.
You're gonna have some issues. Just let future me tell you. No, but do you remember the first time you saw it?
I do vaguely remember the first time I saw it. I don't remember seeing it
together.
Yeah, I'm sure we saw it together. And I'm sure we went to see it at a friend Adam's house, because I don't remember seeing it in theaters, but I do remember being like,
I think I saw it in theaters.
There are a lot of quotable moments in this movie that we ended up quoting for years and years afterwards.
To every adult around you's chagrin.
Oh, we were kids. So 2000, we were in high school.
This is
I was in high school. You were in middle school still.
Yeah.
This is an adolescence movie.
Yeah. This is also didn't know it at the time, but this is also a pothead movie. And just about every movie that we enjoyed pre-pothead, we ended up loving later because we were like still potheads. We didn't know that they were pothead movies going in.
Yeah, 12-year-olds and potheads have very similar sense of humor. And I remember like enjoying a lot of things about it, but I did also remember like I don't like this as much as other Adam Sandler movies.
Which one of those are those?
Like Big Daddy or Happy Gilmore.
Came out a couple of years before this Big Daddy, right?
Yeah.
3 years.
And it was directed by the same guy.
Adam Sandler. No,
Stephen Brill with a screenplay.
Adam Sandler did co-write it. Correct?
Yeah, he co-wrote it with Stephen Brill, the director, and Timothy Herholy. Oh, it's a stupid name.
Harley.
He used to write for SNL, and he wrote many Adam Sandler movies like Happy Gilmore, The Wedding Singer, Waterboy, Big Daddy, and a lot of other future Doesn't Hold Up episodes.
But did you like it when you saw it for the first time?
Yeah, like I remember like liking it, but it's like this isn't my favorite.
Yeah, I liked it. I don't look at movies like my favorite or not my favorite. I look at it like, is this a good movie or is this a bad movie? And at the time I was like, this is a good movie. Like this is you remember my rating for a good movie or bad movie?
No.
I don't know if you saw that episode of the Bantha Bunch show on Thursdays, 8 p.m. Pacific time. But I said, like if a way you can determine if a movie is just like a good movie is if it can play on TBS or TNT and on a Saturday or a Sunday while you're cleaning up your house or washing some dishes, folding clothes, and you don't really got to pay attention. Like there's no time where you can't leave in front of the TV,
right?
Or is where it's bad time for you to run up. Yeah, you just go.
Yeah, it's just washing dishes movie.
Yeah, washing dishes, folding clothes movie.
Yeah. It's edgy, but it's not threatening.
Right. And also, threatening. Because I was just gonna say there's no weird machismo behavior that really takes place. But yeah, you basically said it's not threatening. Like this is a smaller. That's a simpler way of saying the same bullshit.
And you touch on it.
It's an interesting premise to build a shitty early 2000s comedy around because it allows the writers, I think, to introduce all these like sort of creepy, rapey ideas and like weird sort of misogynistic jokes and whatever, but say, don't do that though. That's bad.
Right.
It's funny. Bad people. See?
It's an interesting tone at the beginning of the movie, for sure.
Every one of those movies, though,
a couple of different moments, but
every one of those movies were like that back then too. Yeah, like, hey, you know what though? I've become a better person at the end of this movie, and even though I used to treat women like shit, now I will never do that.
An hour and a half ago, I was like really terrible, but now
I was terrible.
But, exactly. Now that you know that you might go to hell and get pineapple shoved up your ass every day.
Little Nicky changed my life.
Yeah.
Well, since we're still talking about toxic masculinity, let's talk about the soundtrack, right? Hold on, I had the soundtrack pulled up here because I was like listening to this, and I was like, did I just hear "Pardon Me" by Incubus, and then right after that, like, hear "POD"? Is that what just happened?
I'm like, POD would be down to.
Man, let me tell you something. That's how you know they not living that Christian life like they said they was, because they got their movie in a devil movie. You know
I would love to have been in the room where they convinced POD to put this song on the soundtrack. It's like, no, but if you look at it from a Christian angle,
he said, "Wait, how much did you say? How much money did you say?" Oh yeah, we'll do that. So we had School of Hard Knocks written by who was that? What was that?
School of Hard Knocks. That's
soundtrack credits. I guess that's POD. And then Sweet City Woman, which is the Stampeders, which is it's the Stampeders. Then we had POD again, Southtown.
I thought I heard POD twice. I was like, wait a second. POD's okay.
All right. Ladies' night, Cool in the Gang, okay, Cool in the Gang. Snuck Cool in the Gang in there. You gotta sneak some black music in there. Yeah, you gotta sneak some black music in there, like, hey, we're having a good time, And then we gotta be depressed again. Points of Authority by Linkin Park. So who else? We got 3 POD songs. Rock the Party. Wow. It was just the hook.
Now I'm thinking that POD were like executive producers,
right? Or like Adam Sandler was going through his Christian phase, his Christian rock phase. What the fuck? Anyway, there's more that I could go down. Power Man 5000. Remember them?
Power Man 5000.
Yeah, and I believe Body Rock Time. Now or Never. Zebrahead. Yeah, remember Zebrahead?
Vaguely. I remember the name.
Sinead O'Connor. DJ Mugg, Cypress Hill, the Scorpions, Kenneth Casey. Yeah, it's a Ozzy Osbourne, of course. We gotta have Ozzy. Chicago's in there, AC/DC. Chicago's in there multiple times.
This is an expensive movie.
This is a very expensive movie when it comes just to the music budget. Disturbed. I didn't want to say Disturbed was in there because I didn't think it was, but it was. And then the Dave Grohl version of Everlong. I almost said Neverlong. Deftones, Incubus. Yeah, look, Lit. That was the one I thought I was
like
missing.
Too many songs for this movie. Like how much were they playing a song in every scene?
They were playing a song in every. Well, some scenes they played 3 songs, and that was what was crazy. I was like, we just went from Everlong when he's going up the steps to like
there were
talk to Patricia Arquette's character, right? He's going up there. That they're playing the sweet song. Then they start playing "Pardon Me" by Incubus while he's looking at her through the window, getting ready to kiss the window. Weird. I'm gonna give him a pass because he was from hell. He doesn't know that's weird, maybe. But then they stop "Pardon Me," and then right after that they play some POD shit. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
There's a lot going on.
Not very consistent. Speaking of how expensive it was, that did not play in its favor in the box office. It opened at number 2 in the North America, making $16 million in its opening weekend behind Charlie's Angels. And the film went on to earn $39.5 million domestically and another $18.8 worldwide, bringing the total to $58.3 million on an $83 million budget. And you kind of see all $83 million on the on the screen, especially for 2000. Didn't perform especially well. Here, let's see what else came out that week. Oh man, I mean, it had some
Charlie's Angels for the audio audience. Number 1 at 9 days release, so it came out like 2 weeks before.
Bedazzled another devil movie, or am I insane?
Yes,
it is another devil
movie, which probably hurt little Nicky a little bit, maybe.
And also,
people are stupid. They be like, "Ain't that the movie that came out like a few days ago?" Like,
And that was in its 23rd week. That actually made like quite a bit of money.
Brendan Fraser, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's that Brendan Fraser effect. You see what I'm saying? People forget that motherfucker. He was a motherfucker monster back in the 90s and early 2000s. So yeah.
God bless him.
And then we had number 2, Men of Honor, been out for 2 weeks. Little Nicky, like you said, been out for, this is 2 weeks in, right? Or no, this is 2 days. I said 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
So it's been out for 2 days. Men of Honor, Meet the Parents, Red Planet, The Legend of Bagger Vance. I remember that, but I did not see it. Remember the Titans. I saw that instead. Billy Elliot, Pay It Forward, and yeah, you already said Bedazzled.
Oh, what a year.
Yeah, that's an interesting year.
This is a shitty year. You guys are being really nice. This is a fucking terrible year, and well, at least a terrible month. This is a 1 month, really.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You know, everything that performed on that day, and I don't think there were any other movies. Like, I think it was just those 10. Like, I was trying to find something else. November.
Okay, that makes sense. Though. Makes sense.
Better than what we get today. I mean, you get one.
Yeah, exactly.
Every
yeah.
months.
I've at least heard of all those movies.
Yeah, exactly.
I know some of these words.
Like in 10 years, I don't know if I'm going to remember all the movies that came out this week.
Seriously, Nosferatu. You might not even remember Nosferatu in like 10 years. It's like everybody loves that movie right now.
Yeah.
But then you might not remember it in 10 years, though.
Yeah, attention span is short. But let's talk about.
Wait, what were we talking about?
Before we actually talk about the movie, like let's talk a little bit about like why we're here today, because we are, this is one of the first Adam Sandler movies we're going to be talking about on this series.
Oh, this is the first one that's releasing.
Yeah, probably because
of the fires.
It's because of the fires. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about the perception of Adam Sandler, because he was a huge star around this time. This is like one of his only flops during this time period. He was killing it at the box office.
No,
Oh my God.
Technically, yes. But and now it seems like retrospectively people are like, oh, well, all of Adam Sandler's movies are bad. Now, I will say, like, I personally don't hold a lot of his movies in the past like 6, 7, 8 years in high regard, outside of like Uncut Gems or some such shit.
Oh,
but
what about the Han Solo burger movie?
Oh, that's my boy.
That's my boy. Man, we laughed like fucking kids while we were watching that shit for the first time. We watched the fuck out that movie.
That was a funny one. That was a good washing dishes movie.
But we were washing no dishes, ladies and gentlemen. We were only washing the bottom of a gravity bong out. That's all we were watching.
But there are movies like Hubie Halloween, also directed by the guy who directed this movie. And it's like Jack and Jill. They're just fucking atrocious movies.
Hubie's Halloween has one of the higher ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. It will not even be qualifying for a Doesn't Hold Up.
Click?
So,
are you going to be doing Click for Doesn't Hold Up?
Yes.
Are we doing Click? Oh, yeah. Okay.
We're doing every one of his movies that have a bad rating. This will be one season. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This whole season will be
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. We might get some of them. We did George of the Jungle, so we're going to get some of those movies in. Like, well, we didn't do Bullwinkle, but we did do, what was that one?
Dudley Do Right.
Dudley Do Right. So, yeah. Sprinkle those in, but the rest of them is Adam Sandler this year, baby.
Like, so you guys want to talk, like, how do you guys feel about just like the retrospective look at Adam Sandler movies as a whole? Like, do you think he is a little too harsh?
No, I think Adam Sandler is just very of his time. He's an extremely early 2000s comedian in a way that is like does not age well. Like listen, like as bad as this movie is, and Little Nicky is a bad movie, I still maintain that it would be considered a stone cold classic if Adam Sandler wasn't using that god-awful character voice he uses in every single one of his movies. It sucks. It's grating. It's awful. It's not nice to listen to. It's off-putting. Like you can tell that they like, oh my God, the exposition in this movie,
Wait, which voice are you talking about?
His Little Nicky voice.
Gosh.
It doesn't make the character. Why is he doing that? And you can tell that like they wrote into the story that like, I don't know, I guess one of his brothers like him in the face with a shovel or something.
Because I got hit in the face with a shovel.
That's not what happens.
They're basically saying they're saying for the 2000s purposes, 2000 translation, he's retarded now because he got hit in the face with a shovel. That's basically what they're saying.
Yeah,
and but that is what happens. By the way, I know someone who suffered.
And talking funny is not a character trait.
Well, no. I know someone who was in a severe head trauma accident. You don't come back the same. You know what I'm saying? If you're lucky enough to come back, you're not coming back the same.
I just matter with these people in hell, like.
He got hit by another person with devil blood, right? So that's the thing that that's kind of how they get around explaining why he has to be the only one possible to go save his father, even though he's been hit in the head with a shovel and he can't.
Like a sweet kid, Why does he have to be so weird?
Well, I think they were trying to say that, like, through the exposition again. I think they were trying to say that he was always a sweet kid. It's just getting hit in the face with a shovel made him ugly. So it's just like,
it's just Adam Sandler with his mouth to the side. I don't get it.
I got hit in the face with a shovel. And it's because my mom is a goat.
It's like, your mom is a goat?
I do love that bit of exposition that his brothers are cool because their mothers are like fire dragons or whatever, and his mother is a goat. I think that's. I wish it were true. I wish it were actually part of the plot.
Like, I wish that the devil had children, and that was their origin. Their lineage was a dragon, women who were made of dragon fire and a goat.
Let me just quickly go over the summary of this movie. After the Lord of Darkness decides he will not cede his underworld throne to any of his three sons, the two most powerful of the three escape to Earth to create a kingdom for themselves. Now, what do you guys think of like the story? Because I did feel like, when I was watching it this time around, like I had some sort of Tim Burton-y vibes. Like, I don't know, I feel like in the hands like of a really auteur director, you could get like, and like with maybe, like you said, like a sweet little kid as opposed to Adam Sandler making a weird face. It's like, oh, there's some potential here. There's some there. Like,
there's potential there. Yeah, it's like a pretty kick-ass premise. And the like, I think overall it's like cast pretty well, except for Adam Sandler. He doesn't need to be there. It just fucks up the whole vibe. God bless him, but oh my God. But like the brothers, I forget who plays Cassius. He's great. I love him. There's the Dark Knight guy, the prisoner in the Dark Knight,
He's Tiny is his name. Well, it used to be his nickname, but Zeus is what he went by. He was a wrestler first. He was a pro wrestler. I was thinking he was a football player. He was also Debo in Friday.
Yeah, probably his best performance.
Sorry, I had to remember. I had to remember which one was Cassius. So
even though I've been saying it, I forgot which one he was.
Yeah, both of them are great. Both of them are really well cast, I think. It's a premise with potential. It just like falls into every single turn of the 21st century trap, sort of like whatever was fashionable back then had to be done. We had to put we had to put like, like weird what's the word?
Cameos?
Yeah, well, I was totally weird cameos, a bunch of like weird kink shit, and a talking dog for some reason. they never. It's just a dog that talks,
I'm just a friend of your father's.
This is the era of the talking dog.
I'm a friend of your father's from way back in the day.
It's like, how the I'm assuming he's some sort of demon, but they didn't really explain.
I'm a demon that got stuck in a dog.
All the exposition, they couldn't explain the talking dog.
I was just about to say there's so much exposition in this. I think that got cut. There has to be something out there explaining his existence. They just cut it because they're like, he's just gonna be the guy he's gonna be the dog with big balls and says weird shit. That's just all that's all he's here for. But I'm glad you mentioned the dog, because Adam Sandler's dog now is the son of that dog.
That's amazing.
Or that dog, his dog might not be alive still, but that he had a dog that was, I guess, kind of famous.
I love that.
It was Beefy's son.
Unironically, I think that's really cool. Exactly the kind of shit I would do if I were a movie star.
This clip was actually be an example of the a sign of the times. It's talking dogs. It's weird, unnecessary, sexual, kinky shit. Here we go.
Say Mr. Beefy. Say it. Say it.
Mr. Beefy.
And I love you.
Why?
It's like, yeah, we just had to see what he was up to in that
He
moment.
said he had to visit some friends uptown.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, I feel like kind of to a certain degree that was like a Woody Allen bit, but you know they had the Mr. Beefy part in there, like you know they actually showed it. You know, it would have been insinuated in a Woody Allen movie,
Right? Okay.
As opposed to where they just showed it in this movie, like you know, oh, he's going up there and slapping some cheeks on the Upper West Side.
And also did want to show this clip of like just the setup for everything that's going on because you know this the two brothers.
Well, I guess we haven't done
obviously. They try to run like escape from hell and wreak havoc on Earth.
Whoa, fellas, what are you doing?
We're leaving!
Fire flows in, not out.
You really suck!
I actually really did love that. I was like, you really suck.
He was right to say so. What happens to him later is crazy. I mean, look at the top of the screen here. I mean, Jesus Christ. What happens to him later is
like
a travesty.
Good comedy bits here, you know, like
Yeah.
just some lines that are delivered with good timing and properly directed, properly edited. I wish the whole movie was like that. You really suck.
Shout outs to Kevin Nealon, who's played the gatekeeper or boobhead. I don't know what he's actually credited as in
Tithead
in the cast. Is it Tithead?
Tithead.
Early 2000s character beat, if ever there were one. Truly, oh my god!
Let me tell you something. I was here for it. That bit right there. Because let me tell you why I was here for it. That was not something that would have happened in another movie. Before that happened in that movie, that would not have happened in another movie.
Has it happened since?
It has not. But you can't do it now. You can't do it now because it's been done. It's
revolutionary.
Because of woke.
Actually, you know what? I can see them doing that on Rick and Morty.
As soon as you do it,
right.
Well, they did Balchinians.
Oh yeah, Balchinians. Okay, yeah.
And
that's why
that was fucking cringe too.
Hey, that's how it works, man. Sometimes comedy is just to make you feel uncomfortable. Like that's why a lot of 90s comedians that I'm not fans of were like huge, like Kinnison and what's his name, Hickory Dickory
Andrew Dice Clay.
Andrew Dice Clay. That shit's not funny. You yelling at me and just saying crazy shit is not funny.
Yeah,
but you know, but anyway, even out of that era, didn't have a tit head. And then you know,
no tit head in that era.
Pushing the limits.
Pushing the limits. As Nicky is trying to like make his way through New York and getting used to the world, I think that there's some charming moments in here as well. Just like him exploring. Like I kind of like how he immediately gets run over by a train and he goes back to hell. Like, he's like, you're up there for 10 seconds.
It's like, hi, train. He didn't say that, but it might as well have just said, "Oh,
Yeah.
hi."
He's like, it's not so bad up here. It's like this is just the inside of a subway.
You've taken
dark.
it in air. You've taken it air for the first time. It's air without sulfur. That's all you've done.
Oh, and we get this another really great comedic cameo here.
Hey, see something you like, my man? Yes, I would like my flashback. Now you've gone and done it. You done messed with my business, bitch. Oh, you going all crazy-eyed on me. I'll show you some crazy-eyed. Look at this. Come on, let's get busy.
That was like the craziest thing I've ever seen Johnson Witherspoon do in his career.
I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
Some truly wild cameos in this. Quentin Tarantino, of all people.
I forgot Quentin Tarantino was in this.
What was he at in this one?
Oh, actually, I got it right.
He loves all of his children while he loves you.
That's the
Okay, I don't want to play it. We gotta wait before we play that one again. Or play another clip again.
Okay.
Because then they'll be like, well, you used basically the whole movie. I'm like, motherfucker, the episode's 2 hours long.
Yeah, we got a lot of like interesting cameos in this one. Is like he's trying to traverse the world, and then that's when he falls in love with Valerie, aka Patricia Arquette,
aka Patricia Arquette.
Yeah, that's like her street name in the movie.
Yeah, not a government name. Shout out to aka Mrs. Oh, damn, what's her name on Nobel? Miss Nobel. Cobell.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Severance.
Miss Cobell from Severance.
Cobell.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, hopefully
she's still out here working.
Yeah.
Look at you, Patricia Arquette. What do you guys think of her in this movie? Because she's kind of different than.
She's way too good for this role. I don't know. Like I have to think that the only reason this got made is because Adam Sandler was involved, and because he was involved, he got to do whatever the fuck he wanted and just got all his buddies, and that kind of pushed the production over the edge and got it funding and got it made, and Arquette had to be one of those. I can't imagine that she would have done this for any reason other than a favor.
When I was growing up, I hated her in this movie because I was like, she is like, it's just, I don't know, her part is just off to me.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking
feels very much like something got cut for her character as well.
Yeah, please explain why this bitch sounds like this. But I guess that's what they consider to be like the ditzy holistic girl in New York City at the time. So maybe it's more so a play on like the being opposite than like Sex in the City, for instance, or like the antithesis of that as a female in New York City. It doesn't have to be like this super hot bitch who fucking always wearing short skirts and long mink coats and stuff like that. I guess maybe that's what they were going for, but I did not like it. I was like, nah. But
even
then
it looks like standard New York hipster for today's
exactly. Actually, she's like way behind in today's era. Like she's so 2022. But yeah. So I think that's what they were going for. But to me, it just didn't land as, at least then. I understand Patricia Arquette's approach to acting now. So it's not as bad of a performance to me this go around. Like rewatching it, I was like, okay, I understand why I felt that way, but this is just how she acts. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially like in Severance, she has those awkward moments, and she will go for awkward moments as a performer. So, yeah, I will say I enjoyed it better than her performance better this time.
Yeah,
How'd you feel, Alex?
I thought she was fine. I don't think
she's fine as hell, but that ain't what we asked you, man. We asked you how her performance was.
Yeah, I think it was fine. It's just I don't know if she was particularly like cast well for this role, or that this role was like particularly written that well. Because I don't know,
it's a bad role.
It is a bad role.
Yeah, she's just kind of
what? You're right about that. You're right about that for sure.
And I don't know. She doesn't really do anything as very interesting in this movie. I think that's why, as a kid, I didn't know who Patricia Arquette was when I saw this as a kid. So rewatching this now, I'm just like, oh, this is just a bad role.
I remember
there's just nothing going on.
I remember our mom being like, oh, Patricia Arquette, and I was like, who?
Oh yeah, I remember her saying
the hell.
I was like, is she related to David Arquette, the guy from Scream?
Yeah, what? Get out of here. She's not related to. She don't even look like. But I guess they got the same daddy or something, because they do not look alike.
Yeah, all three of them don't look alike, which is really weird. Crazy. I don't know. Rosanna, she doesn't look
Is it like a Quincy Jones situation where none of his daughters look alike because they all from different mamas?
It might be. Guys, leave it in the comments. Let us know if you know the lineage of the Arquette. I'm not looking it up.
Maybe that's my next video. Maybe that's my video. I'll do a video.
The Arquette family tree.
Arquette family tree.
3 hours and 41 minutes long.
Yeah, there's too many of them. Aren't their parents ex-actors?
Nobody knows.
Saying they're made in a lab. What the fuck? Like the Venture Brothers. Okay, go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
No. Let's. I guess.
Oh, you want me to continue? Okay, I'll continue then. They're like, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was just joking.
Yeah, like what else? What happens next in this movie? Yeah, like we see
he gets a roommate.
Little Nicky, huh? Yeah, he does get a roommate.
He gets a roommate.
One of the guys who he works with a lot was his name Scott Avalon.
He is a Sandlerite.
Yeah, he's in all the Sandler movies.
Or,
him and Peter Dante.
Madisonite? Would you say Madisonite? Like a happy
Madisonite.
Also a terrible role. It's like kind of like a mean-spirited movie. I feel like such a fucking loser for saying that.
So you're so blue pill.
This movie is really mean to his roommate for whatever fucking reason, and you can tell like it's written in a way that's supposed to be funny because the roommate is supposed to be like this contemptible stiff or whatever, but it just doesn't land. Like the roommate is way too nice to be treated.
Well, they do kind of try to make him a little bit of a dick. Now that you say it, I think about it like at the big, like his introduction is like, we don't like I have theater every Wednesday, so clearly I'll need the living room to myself.
Yeah, but the rest of the he spends most of the movie being like, yeah, Nicky.
Right, exactly. It's weird. The worst thing he did was like forget that I'm just gonna ignore that was a dog on the couch.
Yeah, which is like,
is that my Coke? He's like,
dude's serious about his Coke.
Tell me you were not about to drink my Coca-Cola.
And he wasn't even thirsty. He was like, I'm about to drink this right now.
Yeah,
I dominate you.
I'm gonna dominate you right now. And I'm gonna drink this Coke.
The product placement in this movie as well. Oh my god.
Well, actually, relax. I was gonna mention that the product placement is a thing of an Adam Sandler movie. Like at least back in the day, that was the thing. I don't think he could get movies off the ground without having like a Kmart or fucking Coca-Cola or fucking whatever you can think of.
They integrate it fairly elegantly, I guess. Like turning a Coke into Pepsi is pretty funny. It's one of my favorite jokes of the movie. I think that's the people thing you can think of is to turn a Coke into Pepsi.
Yeah, that's as far as his imagination has gone since he's been here. Mr. Beefy, he's trying to like coach him in the ways in this short amount of time that he has to get his brother's souls back to hell. We get another interesting cameo.
Oh God, I'm trying to do an impersonation with smoke in my throat.
Do that.
We get another weird cameo. I need to grab a clip of this, but it is from one of his animated movies, 8 Crazy Nights. Is the Dana Carvey character supposed to be Whitey from that movie?
He is, but 8 Crazy Nights came after this.
Oh, did it come out after this?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I remember that coming out when we were in high school. I guess it could have maybe came out around the same time.
Well, that just raises more questions. It's like, why is this? Yeah, it came out in 2002.
Yeah, 8 Crazy Nights, terrible rating, by the way.
It seems like maybe a lot of this movie was just like what everybody on set thought would be funny at the time, and so it's just a bunch of inside jokes that just don't make any fucking sense to anyone else. Like, this is great, this is fucking hilarious, man. And
that's a technical fail.
I can imagine Adam Sandler like stoned at a party doing this voice, and everybody thinks it's the funniest thing they've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, it has that kind of energy, and I had that feeling with I hate the voices he does in like Billy Madison. Like when he does that, how did you do like voices?
That's why
it drives me up the fucking wall.
That was why he was famous on SNL. Was doing stupid shit like that,
and I always hated him.
But you know what? That's how people. I look at it like that's how people feel about Tracy Morgan. You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
because and both of them being SNL alumni. A shtick. Sometimes you have a shtick, and you got to stick to it. When you got one, sometimes because that's the reason they have you there.
Yeah,
right.
They all got their gimmick, I guess.
I'm not being an apologist for how stupid it is because I also hated that shit. Like that's what if you don't like Billy Madison, that's why you don't like it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. That was his fucking like. I'm gonna do everything that I did on SNL in one movie with my best friends.
Yeah, I feel like the further he got away from just like silly voices, the more I appreciated it. I think that's why Big Daddy is like one of my favorites.
That's when he started doing this. Literally, his career starts doing that too. Mm-hmm. Like it wasn't just like, oh, that's the goofy ass dude from SNL. It's like, oh, that's the dude from Big Daddy.
And I think that's why, like, it was sort of like even when like the first time I watched it, it was a little disappointing watching this because this comes out after Big Daddy, and I was like, I thought we grew out of this shit, man. Like, why are you doing this voice? But then on the other hand, like, there's a lot of funny stuff about it. Like, as much as like the voice is kind of irritating, I did not. There's maybe like not a year that goes by at least where this does not pop into my head.
Put it in your mouth. No. Now you gotta swallow it. Tilt your head back and let the meat slide down your throat hole. Don't choke.
Makes you hungry.
Well,
it cut it off. It cut it off, but
because Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome. I love Popeye's chicken,
and I don't even like Popeyes anymore like that. Like it's kind of disappointing more often than not. It always disappoints me.
No. You gotta go inside or go pick it up yourself. You getting it delivered, it ain't gonna rock the same. So you gotta get the shrimp delivered, but the chicken, you gotta go inside. Same thing for KFC, by the way. And this is not an ad drop.
This is just consider your chicken.
It makes it taste better.
Say that again. Hot sauce?
No, just going inside.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said you got to get hot sauce.
It makes everything better.
You're right.
But yeah, he's fallen in love with chicken. He's fallen in love with women. You know, he's having a good time on Earth. But he eventually captures one of his brothers, Tiny Lister. He tricks him into drinking out of the flask.
Way too early. Way too early. He should have been in the movie far longer.
He should have been, but he should have been George Wallace longer. The first time we see him, he's playing George Wallace is playing him. Jesus fucking Christ. That's George Wallace is funny. I used to be able to do a George Wallace.
Yeah, he's great.
He messed around and got fat.
And I don't know.
Now I can't do no impersonation of him.
Yeah, I don't know the actor who played the priest.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was doing a great job.
I don't know white comedians really. I mean, I'm just.
I don't even know if he was a comedian.
Of course he is. No, I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, how'd y'all feel about that scene? Like they're invoking disbelief amongst the clergy while everybody tries to like defend it. Like, the Lord saved me, saved my son, and all that shit. How'd y'all feel about that? Corny or not?
A lot of potential, you know? The idea that we're gonna go to church and just through virtue of like the local authorities convince people that sin is really cool, I think is really funny. Sort of like half-hearted attempts, or I'm not even wholehearted attempts of like the Lord saved my child from addiction and saved his life, you know, and they're like, but have you considered that drugs are great? He's actually a lot better when he was on them, and yeah, I think that's funny. And then everybody's like, I think you're right. I think they have a point. You know?
Yeah, that didn't take much convincing.
Yeah. And it's almost like kind of prescient how just like, you know, you can have these political and cultural figures who can just like say whatever they want. And people are just like, I mean, it's kind of, I don't feel that way, but it's kind of cool that he said it.
Little Nicky warning we didn't heed, you know?
Yeah.
Only we
He didn't take that to the temple, though. He didn't take that to temple. Because they wouldn't care. They'd be like, you know, whatever. There's no hell anyway. And then what are they gonna do when hell shows up, right? They should have did that. He did the Zohan movie, which we will be doing. Let me tell you something we will be covering. Because you do not mess with the Zohan, okay? I'll tell you that.
What a god awful movie.
Fizzy bubbly.
One of the worst.
I don't think I ever saw that one.
Nobody did. Nobody saw it. But if you're like, where we are in this time right now. And I don't know how far in the future you're watching this, but this time period right now, it's kind of one of those movies that is kind of better to watch it now, considering the conflict over in the Middle East. It's kind of actually better to watch it now. It's like a twisted movie in how things work out over there. So it's funny.
Oh, but damn, I'm now more interested in watching. And it seems like there was something going on in the zeitgeist during this time when this movie came out too, because like what we mentioned, Bedazzled came out at this time in 1999. We get Kevin Smith's Dogma. So like there's a lot of talk about just like weird religion and just sort of poking fun at it. Maybe it's like the conservative nature of the time of like the early 90s, how that's changing into 2000s.
Backlash on evangelism.
Yeah.
Evangelicalism.
This was also like a good half a generation after the end of Satanic Panic, and nobody was like that scared of the devil. Nobody thought that the devil was actually gonna possess you if you invoked his name or whatever, So I think everybody was kind of high on that supply a little bit, like it's finally okay to talk about the devil and make fun of the idea of hell again.
It would have been, yeah, it was. And you know what? That's like the rise of the Bill Maher type era. Like Religulous came out like 5 years later, 6 years later, or something like that. Like it's the height of killing Catholics.
Yeah.
And also that's when the Booty Touchers came out. Well, the Booty Touchers got exposed.
Right. Because
people was like, well, I'm gonna tell on my priest. And then it just started rolling out. It's kind of crazy time with the church.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the church was not as at its least popular as it ever was at this point.
It's making a comeback.
We even have like we were gonna mention it. making
a comeback.
But yeah, we even had this scene like with one of our tour directors of our time, Quentin Tarantino, play like just the butt of
this is where you drop it. Yeah,
he loves all of his children. Why he loves you? And he loves you.
Here he goes.
You make the Lord very nervous.
All right, take it easy.
Hellfire is burning me alive.
He's burning.
Burning me. Hot to clear the street. The devil is here.
He's burning.
You make the Lord very nervous.
That was another like genuine laugh out loud.
I think so.
You make the Lord very nervous.
Very nervous.
I love how he couldn't keep it to himself too. He's like, wait, hold on a second. There's something.
I love how BV told him before they came outside. He's like,
now Quentin Tarantino's going to be out there. He's going to say some crazy shit at you.
Yeah.
I don't know why that happens. I apologize. That's going to be a good point to cut out right there, though.
Yeah.
None of us really. All of us were just as surprised as I was. So
Quentin Tarantino is in this movie like he appears like 3 times, like 3 or 4 times. It's crazy how long this cameo is.
Yeah. He's even there for like the final fight at the end. Yeah, he's kind of stays throughout the whole thing. And then later we like Nicky he makes some
wait
friends.
A minute.
On
Sorry,
Earth.
hold on. Quentin Tarantino still. You just brought it up that he's throughout the movie. I think he's only in it 3 times. The comedy rule of 3.
The comedy rule 3. It's like
comedy rule 3, but it's just a weird part to make into a cameo. It's
absolutely.
It's another one of those I did this as a favor type roles.
Absolutely. Also I wanted to point out that this is like his biggest budget film. Like this is his big like
who, the director or Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler. This is his first movie where he had like what you saying, like these unnecessary cameos. Like this is that first era of that. Before it was just like we have guys who say weird shit who become stars, who become the people who are a part of the movie that we're like we remember, like what's his name? It's all in the hit.
Oh yeah. Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers.
Adam Sandler extended universe.
I was trying to remember his name. Damn.
Is it Chubbs?
Chubbs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the first time where he can play around like that. And there was a F ton of SNL people in this. Like, it was just like
John Lovitz started opening it up. Yeah.
John fucking Lovitz. I forgot about that part, Alex. Real quick, that was amazing. He played a super weirdo. That was just like perfect. We're coming out of the 90s. This is weird now.
He was directly in front of the window.
That would have been okay.
With a picnic basket and a glass of wine, dude.
They just would have said he was weird back in the day. He went straight to hell after doing it. This is telling you how it's like coming out of the 90s where it's like, hey, man, that's weird. Just now a little touch of that, a little tinge.
Yeah, again, it's just like that weird time, like where we had our fucking Monkey Bones and our Tim Burton movies, and like I don't know, I think that everybody was just getting fucking weird with it.
Yeah,
and I like you mentioned
this era, compared to the movie making era of right now, that like people could just do whatever, and like some weird shit, and go and make it into theaters. It's like now you have to go to YouTube to find this kind of like deep kind of cringy enthusiasm and earnestness, like earnest cringe. It's a very particular flavor that doesn't exist in mainstream Hollywood anymore. And isn't that a shame?
It is. You gotta shake it up.
Way.
Yeah, shake it up. It's like I can't believe that this guy's a bad guy unless he starts doing some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Show me that I shouldn't like it. Make me not like this motherfucker.
Yeah, and you got to take chances, especially with comedy.
Take chances.
Not
make mistakes.
Get messy. One of our philosophers of our time, Miss Frizzle, taught us that.
Everybody knows.
But and comedy is hard because arguably it ages the least. It ages the worst. There it is. It ages the worst out of like any other genre because like some things just aren't that funny like a few years later. Just maybe because of the time.
No movies can be funny anymore. Because it's like all these studios are just trying to make their movies have the longest return as possible.
Yeah,
trying to like appeal to like people 10 years from now, and it's impossible to do that because they're going to have different expectations and different like cultural contexts and whatever, and just like
like you wouldn't be able to make a movie in the vein of Austin Powers, which it's a cringe movie looking back today, but also when it came out everybody understood that it was a satire on an era that was really fucking misogynist and really fucked up.
Yeah.
And it's not that this is so to your point about not being able to be funny anymore, it's like, how are we going to get movies like that if we don't have the ability to just explore an era and try to do satire of an era? Like, you're never going to get that if you don't have that.
Like looseness. Tropic Thunder, like everybody talks about how Tropic Thunder couldn't be made today because it's like, the wokes would get so mad. No, Tropic Thunder couldn't be made today because that is a humor that only works for like the early aughts. Like it doesn't work now. We'd have to find different things to parody, and we can't do that because the people who are parodying like won't let it happen.
Right.
Like, fun of studio heads or billionaires or politicians right now because everything's too fucking tense.
I think honestly, this is, you brought up Austin Powers. I think that is actually just a brilliant. I think that is supposed to be a
brilliant comparison. Is that what you're gonna say?
No, I was gonna say that it's a brilliant
commentary.
Yeah, sorry. About comedy, about just like how it doesn't age well, because like you just the way that Austin Powers moves and interacts with everyone in his era when he's plucked out of it. He's like, oh well, I guess this isn't cool anymore. But I guess a lot of the comedy is derived from that.
But also, with that being said, it's not just a comedy thing. It's just movies. It's just life in general. Fucking, like I said, Adam Sandler, Austin Powers. Adam Sandler is who we should be talking about. But Austin Powers and 007. Like 007 definitely doesn't age well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it ages worse than comedy.
Yeah, our goal should not be to make art that ages well. What a stupid thing to aspire to.
Yes.
Possibly tell. That should not be your focus.
Non-stick material gives you cancer. Maybe not necessarily a good thing. Maybe it should be good to get a little whack ass pan every 4 or 5 years because it doesn't kill you and give you cancer.
Speaking of stuff that does or does not hold up, like, what do you guys think of the special effects in this movie?
Yeah,
pretty rad, I gotta say. For like for being a like they swung for the fences. They missed, but there was an attempt. You know,
I think they realized halfway through that they like, oh shit, special effects cost a lot. I've never done special, like Adam Sandler ain't never done special effects in a movie before this. So he's probably like, whoa, we don't have any more money. You know what I mean? So we just gotta figure it out.
I'm so much more charmed by like the sets of hell, you know, and just like the guys in like gorilla suits with horns attached to them. I think that's really charming and funny.
I did appreciate that. That was like that's what I was gonna say, man. This is mixed feelings about the whole production in general, like the sets and costumes. Like I loved all the practical costumes in Hell. Like all of that shit was dope. Even like the set design in Hell. But then when you get above ground, everything was like that typical 1990s New York City look where everything is on the Upper West Side and there is everything's in Chelsea and the Upper West Side and nobody's worried about like the other part of New York. So it's like, you know, that was a little lame to me. And they did that without hitting all the national landmarks. It was just like, well, what's the point in filming in this area if I don't know what part of New York it is? But you know, whatever. It is what it is. You know, but yeah, I think they could have done a little bit better with that. But I do appreciate the practical nature of it all. And also, it's really funny watching the motherfuckers get sucked into that goddamn flask. As terrible as that was the funniest thing. And I'd say they did a pretty good job with Beefy's mouth, too.
They did a pretty good job with Beefy's mouth.
Yeah.
And I like conceptually, I like a lot of the body morphing stuff. Like I'm gonna play this clip because like conceptually it's cool, but just it's not executed great.
You want to see something cool?
Definitely.
Pick me a winner.
Oh my God.
Pick me a winner.
Chuck from Better Call Saul. Aw.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, Chuck.
Man. So yeah, Chuck. And then what's his name? So Chuck just had what's their names?
Not Cassius and Adrian?
No, damn. Yeah, that was Adrian. Yes, that was Adrian. He just had Mr. Hightower come out of his nose. Sir Hightower. Sir Hightower. Mr. Hightower. Yeah, he just had the hand of the king come out of his nose, man. How you feel about all these like, oh yeah, oh man, he was
great. He was great.
Yeah.
And now that we're talking about performances, actually, do you want to?
Oh yeah, boy, this is my favorite segment. We got to get a fucking graphic to pop in right here because this is the time where you tell me who your MVP was of this movie.
Well, you know, I have to go with our boy that we were just talking about, Reese Ifans. Like he's fucking awesome. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but
who?
Hightower.
Oh yeah. Why you say his name? Why you say his fake name, man? His name is Mr. Hightower.
Yeah, Adrian is like definitely my MVP. He's just like so flamboyant. He's like having so much fun. I like the shot of him eating pizza and drinking peppermint schnapps, like while in a fur coat on the side of the street. Is just like one of the best shots.
That is him in the 90s. Like for real, like he basically is that character every time in the 90s at the time. Remember, well, in the 2000s, I should say.
The Replacements. That's pretty much
the Replacements character, and then also in well, it's called different things and different.
Notting Hill.
No, Notting Hill. Yeah, he's in Notting Hill. Well, that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say Formula 51 is what it's called in America, though, but I can't remember what it's called in the UK. It's not called Formula 51.
But he's pretty much that same character in every movie, and he's just killing in this. He's having a lot of fun.
Mariana,
yes.
Who was your MVP?
It's got to be Tiny. Really, the two brothers and Satan himself are the only people that I keep in the good version of this movie. You know, I think all three of them are really well cast and do what they got to do. They're all three having a lot of fun. They all have like personality and you can, see what they're doing with the character. Yeah, they're all great. So, but of the two, I mean, no shade to Mr. Hightower at all, I think, but he's like, kind of the predictable casting for this movie. I think, what's Tiny's last name?
Lister.
Yeah. He's great. I love it.
Tiny Lister. Yep. He's a MVP. He's a Black All-Star. He's
indeed.
Damn. Oh yeah, he's a wrestler all-star. You know what I'm saying? Like wrestling Hall of Fame, if I'm not mistaken. My MVP of this movie, I'm gonna have two this time because
Check this out. What's Ozzy trying to say there?
John, absolutely nothing. The Blizzard always came straight with his messages. Chicago.
In the name of Lucifer, to spread the blood of the innocent.
Oh my God, Chicago kicks ass.
Fucking Peter Dante.
And they go by their real names in this, don't they?
I think they do. He usually goes by Dante in like every movie he's
in.
Pete,
his name was Pete.
Oh, it was a Pete
in this one.
Okay.
And man, what's the other guy's name?
Oh man, fuck, I can't remember his name.
Oh man, they're also what did we decide on?
I should have had that.
Sandlerites, or which one? Where's it say Sandlerites? Yeah, he's another Sandler, or both of them are also Sanderites. Well, you gotta change it up. I gotta change it to something else.
The Adam Sandler people. They're Alan Covert, who was the roommate that we mentioned earlier.
Ding.
Jonathan Lugren, who was John.
Ding. Yeah, he played John, and then the other dude played Pete.
Hey, Peter, yeah. So.
God damn it. They used the same fucking Danny DeVito? Like, no, not Danny DeVito.
Yeah, Tony Danza.
Shout out to Danny DeVito. I apologize. I do mean Tony Danza. Hold on, cut that out. Who are they? Tony Danza?
But yeah, like toward the end of the movie, we get this sort of face off between Nicky and Adrian.
Great movie.
Nicky ends up sacrificing himself and going to heaven, where he finds out that his mom was an angel by the name of Reese Witherspoon. That's not her name in the movie, but played by Reese Witherspoon. What did you guys think of like this turn? Because I kind of forgot about this storyline when I was rewatching.
Yeah. Shame on you. But Mariana, you can go ahead and go first.
Pretty weird. I don't know. It's on the rails at this point for me. I guess it could have been. I don't know. It just like it feels like a kind of I don't know, B+ English assignment at this point, where the kid was just kind of hamming it in and just like whoa, they're just throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks, and nothing stuck, and they turned it in anyway. Whatever, it's fine. I guess they had to end it somehow.
I guess some sort of explanation of why he's a good person, like for some reason. And it's still kind of murky. Like I don't know why Satan is still kind of a good guy. Like he still seems like he's not that bad
because of because Satan is an angel. Alex, you keep being so disrespectful.
But
Satan,
he made
it's a very sophisticated understanding of good and evil in this movie.
Yes, it is. It's like, hey,
for good. It's an intentional balance between good and evil but that's pretty weird, I think.
Okay, clearly y'all never went to one of those heaven and hell mixers. See, I'm telling you, man, it's open bar.
All right, I'll go check it out.
It gets crazy.
Let's see one meeting.
Hey man, you might see a titty. I'm just saying, look, I'm just telling you what I've heard. I've never been to one. Just I heard it from a friend.
They do.
I heard it from a friend who's seen a titty.
They they do get into like the good and evil this once Nicky saves the day. And
that's a good reason to have gone into it, maybe, if that's what they were going to explain. If you're going to cape for the movie going to like him going to heaven when he died, that's like the only reason really is to just him to have the power of God.
I did it!
You're back in hell now, kid. There are no butterflies here. If you want butterflies, you need to be on Earth.
What about you and Grandpa and everybody in hell?
I let my butterflies die once upon a time, and it's never stopped hurting. Listen, I got down low. Your mom's got up high. You take care of the middle.
Okay, Dad.
Your
mom. Yeah. Your mom's got up high. Your mom. He's not even British.
And yeah, like I guess thematically, I don't know. What are you trying to do, Harvey? Yeah, like I guess it's like thematically, Nicky is just supposed to exemplify that human balance, like the how he's the difference, the wedge in between good and evil. But yeah, there's
a there.
Yeah, there's a there. But every time they go back to him, he's like, "But what about you and everybody in hell?" I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't take it seriously, man."
Y'all don't like that Nicky is a good guy. Y'all just don't like it. No, I like that he's a sweet, sweet man. He has a soft demeanor and a soft voice. What if he didn't do the face, but he was like, "I love it"?
If his voice wasn't intentionally, like if he was like fucking, if he was Bully Maguire,
her face was like, "I don't like that you just did that. I don't like that you posted."
It's worse somehow.
Exactly.
I feel like his face and voice and demeanor is pretty much the same as like Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3. So if it was just Tobey Maguire,
Jesus Christ!
But if it was Tobey Maguire,
it would have been like an emo kid, and it would have been the same. That's what they were going for anyway. I don't know why. It's just like if it was anybody but Adam Sandler, I would assume that that's a performance that comes out of like deep and cringy insecurity.
Yeah,
I just don't.
It's not a problem. It's not a complicated character.
I have no drop for how absolutely unnecessary that Tobey Maguire shot was. I mean, I wish there was a button I could click over here, but there's nothing over here that would make sense.
He's got the same Bully Maguire haircut.
No, I'm just saying the Bully Maguire haircut. Is this before or after the Bully?
This is before. This was inspiration for Spider-Man 3.
Man. I just feel like I don't know. I can't. Anything I say about
that's not good enough.
It's not good enough because I need to say something bad about how you just treated Toby right now. You just threw him off a cliff.
I'm just saying that
his voice doesn't sound like Tobey Maguire. Like that's just so mean.
Okay, that was mean.
That was the meanest part.
Doesn't see. He does not sound like Tobey Maguire, but yeah, so some kind of horrible facsimile of Tobey Maguire. It's a bad impression that he thinks is good. Oh God, I hate it.
Yeah.
I really
he sounds
do.
like he sounds like a Muppet that got canceled after his first introduction.
A Muppet that didn't test well.
Yeah, we're not gonna have you come back, John. It worked, I thought it would work out, but it didn't, so it's okay.
Jim said he wasn't going for it.
The kids were scared, John. The kids were scared, John.
Gotta be honest.
Look, John, don't go looking for more work. The kids were scared, okay?
But you know what? If John were here, you know what question I would ask him?
John would say, "Man, why are you fucking throwing strays at Tobey Maguire? He's a really nice guy.
He's not."
Toby is not a nice guy. He's too small to not be a nice guy. Toby, do better, Toby. You're too small, man. Too small not to be a nice guy.
I've heard very little. I mean, you guys can Google it, or maybe I'll put something up right here. You guys can see. But I was
just put his face up. He's a bad guy. Tobey Maguire, bad guy.
If Tobey Maguire were here, you know what question I would ask him? Does it? That's right. At the end of every episode, we vote on whether this film stands the test of time. And Mariana, since you are our special guest, have an idea of where you're gonna vote on this.
It was bad at the time, and it continues to be bad. It does not hold up, but it doesn't hold up in a charming way. I still have fun, I have, and I have fun thinking about the movie that could have been. God, what a waste!
The movie that could have been, the movie that never was,
the movie that never was.
Let's get a gritty reboot of Little Nicky.
Ooh, yeah. You know what? Not a reboot. Let's just do a sequel. That's just better, right? He's got that 10 movie deal with Netflix.
Yeah.
Might as well get one of these in.
He's on a sequel run with he's got the Happy Madison 2 coming out,
right?
And Hubie Halloween was basically like a Waterboy sequel. I don't know why it wasn't.
Stop.
That's pretty much Bobby Boucher.
So disrespectful to Bobby Boucher.
How's that disrespectful to Bobby Boucher?
Because that movie was terrible.
I mean, you can have a bad sequel in the first movie.
So you're trying to say that? No, Bobby Boucher would never be in a bad movie. You're so disrespectful. I don't want to hear anything.
That's a weird thing to say.
He's the best defensive lineman.
Bobby Boucher would never be in a bad movie.
He's the best. He's the best left. He's the best. What was he? He was the best middle linebacker of all time.
Yeah,
best middle linebacker of all time.
I have one thing to say.
Well, yeah, you should have one thing to say. You know what to say.
Does it? What's your vote?
You're supposed to go first. I'm going last.
Okay. I would say no, it doesn't hold up. While I was watching it, I was 15 minutes into it, I was like, I might be swayed on this. I might be swayed because there are a lot of things about the story I really like. When we first enter into hell, maybe I was comparing it to another Doesn't Hold episode, Spawn. I was like, oh, this looks really good compared to that movie. I was like, the production design's cool.
What? Why would you compare the two? So this is a disrespectful episode.
I mean, it's a disrespectful show. It doesn't hold up. But I was trying to elevate these movies.
Well,
and I love stuff like Preacher and these Beetlejuice, Tim Burton macabre movies that sort of poke fun at death and despair and
dark fantasy,
weird, funny ways. Dark fantasy and fantasy comedies. And this was in that pocket, but something about the execution, like we were saying, some of the casting decisions I feel like were failing. Some of the characters outside of just the main story with Nicky and his brothers and his father were just poorly cast. And yeah, Nicky himself, it would have just been better if we had somebody, I don't know, a Timothy Chalamet type to play an awkward little boy. But yeah, I gotta say it doesn't hold up for me. It was close. Honestly, I was close.
You're too close, man. You're too close. You're
for the
too
most
close.
part, it didn't stick the landing for me.
Didn't stick.
But it's still fun. That being said, I still had a lot of fun.
You feel like it's still a good movie?
Still,
like you know, the rating like that I set, the benchmark that I set for good movie.
I would say, yeah, it's a fold your laundry movie. Yeah,
fold your laundry.
It's a great fold your laundry movie. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Great fold your laundry movie is
one of the greats.
Yeah, that's like iRobot. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like that iRobot. What's that one where Tom Cruise is arresting you if you thought about?
Oh, Minority Report.
Can't think about hitting nobody. You better not think about hitting nobody.
That movie fucks.
I just found
watched
out
that again like last year.
I just realized that that's basically what they do in China. I just found out the other day, like they do, like that's kind of like how their system is. Like they've almost perfected it.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
I've heard of this.
Don't get too comfy.
We love you, China. Oh no, wait, Google ain't in China. Fuck you, China. We love YouTube.
I guess there's only one more question to be asked, which is ironically the question we've already been asking.
We've asked it 100 times, if not maybe 50, at least 50.
The question is,
does it hold?
Bill, what did you think?
Oh man, you know, it was quite some deliberation. I even took it to a committee, and we came back. And I fired everybody, and then I brought them back because I felt bad, and then I fired them all again. So then I was left by myself to decide. I think the movie holds up because there's so many shitty movies out today. I can't hold against them that the movie's not good. You know what I'm saying? It's just
at least people are having fun in this,
right?
movie.
And the thing is, comedy wise, they're like you can't. I'd struggle to get you to give me a comedy that came out in 2024 that was like, oh my god, I thought that was fucking up, like a great comedy. That was a great movie.
Oh, Babes,
yeah, was a great movie.
Yeah. You didn't think so? I did. I thought you liked it.
I liked it. I wouldn't say it was like a great comedy. I would say it's a good movie. It's a laundry folding movie, is what I would say. It's a good movie. I wouldn't give it I wouldn't put it up there as like a great comedy. Like I would actually think Polite Society was like a better comedy. I think wasn't it Polite Society?
Yeah, that was the name of it. Yeah.
I think that's a
Bottoms
better
came out last year. That was pretty good.
Bottoms was great. Yeah,
Bottoms.
I think that was this is the year before, but it was
No way, really? Damn.
I just think it's really hard. It's just really hard to make a comedy one, and they don't have almost any anymore. You get 4 of them a year. You know what I mean? And if you get any, they're all romantic comedies, not just like, which I think is where this one kind of tried to do too much of. They tried to add too much of the romance, and instead of just being weird, they should have made what's her name, Valerie. She should have been like a low key Satanist.
Yeah. Actually, to your point, even though I know you just voted, but like I just want to play this weird, like it's a very awkward clip between Adam Sandler and Patricia Arquette. It just shows like how their chemistry isn't the best in this movie.
Yes, thank you. Oh, our nips just touched. Mine are so hard.
Mine are different sizes.
So you can see like how like they just don't like really have a lot of chemistry. I don't know. They didn't really come off as like a
she doesn't even know this bit.
Yeah, I know.
She doesn't even know this bit.
I have faith that it's funny.
That was for Othelius.
He did that. No, you know. So just watch the podcast on Mondays and.
Yeah, I apologize, Mariana. You're just stuck in this bit,
please, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, just please. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any complaints, is the Drunk Banthas channel at gmail.com. That's the Drunk Banthas channel at gmail.com. This motherfucker right here. God damn it.
Yeah, just let us know in the comments like what you think of the clips. But I guess we've already.
Are there any clips that we didn't use?
I think that we got them all.
Just throw some of these motherfuckers. No, we didn't. There's one.
There's a couple there.
There's a. Well, are there a couple?
Yeah.
There's one cameo we got to get in.
Behold your new Satan. What's that? What's with the ball?
No! You can do it, Ozzy! Fight his freaking head off!
Horrifying.
Yeah.
You don't like the Blade 1 blood special effect?
Yeah, right.
Taking of Deborah Logan, Ozzy Osbourne. Oh no.
What was the other one? You said there was another one.
Yeah, there's another one. I don't know why Reese Witherspoon had Ozzy Osbourne in the ball, but
yeah.
So nice.
Hey, I like your brassiere. Could you guys maybe not tell anyone about this?
Yeah, you got it. Do you mind maybe not telling anybody about this?
You got it.
It's only when they try to tell the story is that it goes off the rail. Like when they try to make it a romantic comedy, it's like just stick to the bits. Like I think I could do a whole edit on this movie where it is way better because I just take out the fucking romance stuff.
You could you could convince people in just a clip show that this is a good movie.
Yeah, easy. It'd be a little shorter, maybe, but maybe it would only be like 1 hour solid.
Yeah, just like nice 1 hour TV movie. Maybe that's why we'll play.
I might have to start a fake YouTube account and then put that on there and get me some monetization and money right there. See what happens, you know.
But that's the vote. Unfortunately, it does not hold up in the eyes of the committee.
Yeah, no, I lost, but I've lost before.
You're taking it with a lot of grace too, which makes me think not that committed to your choice, you know.
I'm that committed. It's not going. It's a good movie. They make good movies barely now. I think they can make it right now. Just make that. Just everybody. Hey, I think that if they did a re-release here in Los Angeles, like at Regal on a Thursday night, I think that motherfucker would be sold out. I think you would not be able to get a ticket.
I can see that. I can see it.
What was the one that you went to see? You wanted to go see at a re-release recently?
7.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
I think it would be hard to get into like that one.
Yeah,
it's hard to get into.
Yeah, for
just
sure.
for nostalgia reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Tenet, they had another one of Tenet too. I was like, as soon as it
Tenet.
went on sale,
People went to see Tenet to figure out if they could figure out what it was about. I know it, I get it, but that's what they.
John David Washington just can't pick a winner. Bless his heart.
No, they hate black people because I think that Tenet was good, and I think that the robot movie was good. Like it was better than iRobot.
I haven't seen iRobot in a long time.
It was better than iRobot,
but there are things about that movie that irritated me, but. We'll see if that's like what Rotten Tomatoes does. Maybe it'll be a future.
What is the name of that movie?
It's called Baby Robot.
Yeah, you look it up.
The Robot Baby.
I'll look it up later. I just want to know.
Robot Baby.
Before we get out of here, Mariana, can you tell the people where they can find you on the interwebs?
Oh gosh, I'm at the Morbid Zoo on YouTube. I'm Mariana Colleen on Instagram, but I may not be there too terribly long. But I'm also on Blue Sky, so you can follow me there if you want. I post sometimes, but it's going to be YouTube for the most part.
Right on. Yeah, guys, definitely go check out her stuff if you haven't already. She's got some amazing videos up there. Bill, where can the people find you on the interwebs?
They can. Well, hold on. The creator grows.
The creator
grossed $104 million worldwide, included $40 million in the United States.
On what?
Budget was $80 million, so it is not a flop.
They made a profit.
It is a boom boom.
Yeah, one of the things that's great about it is like how well it's shot and like on such a low budget. Yeah,
domestic distributor was Walt Disney. I was not aware of that, which might have affected why it, as an action movie, why it had certain type of content. Whatever.
I think it was like it was like a Fox movie, and it was turning it into a Disney movie during like that whole merger. I think it ended up being a Disney movie by the time
Fox was deliberately trying to tank every property that was coming out that year, a la the Phoenix X-Men, the Phoenix.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, Jesus,
they intentionally
be drowned.
No.
I
think that they would have been a good movie if they tried. They just intentionally made it not a good movie.
Yeah. But I'll say this. That movie makes $1 billion if they call it The Baby Robot. But that's it for our show. Thank you for watching.
Not mad at that.
New episodes drop every other Monday at 4:20 a.m. Sorry, every other Wednesday at 4:20 a.m. Change it. It's Wednesdays.
Change it, huh?
Wednesdays. Check us out on all social media platforms at The Drunk Banthas. Please like and subscribe. It's not required, but if you don't, you will not be invited to the cookout.
No.
We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Take care.